You don't have to worry about missing out on that great interest rate that you got back in 2020 to utilize the equity that you have in your home. You can actually use this equity for things like home upgrades, paying down credit card debt, or using it to invest with.
Tap in, Money Talk Mondays. Let's go.
Money. Oh, I'm in that money mood today, man. Happy Money Talk Monday. How y'all feeling today? It's your host, D. Saul, of the Money Talk Mondays podcast, where I talk about all things money. I talk about real estate. I talk about credit building. I talk about stocks, digital currency, all things money. I talk about it on this podcast. And today we're going to be talking about making more money with real estate. We're going to be talking about how you can use the real estate that you already own to make more money by way of a home equity line of credit. That's right. We're going to be talking about how you can use the equity in your home to start investing in real estate, or to start paying down some of your debt, or to start investing into a new business. You can do that. And we're going to talk all about it today. But before we begin, this video was sponsored to you by Credit Repair Hacks. Credit Repair Hacks is one of the world's first AI digital credit repair softwares. You're able to repair your credit right from your phone. The system is super flawless. It detects everything that's derogative on your account, and it generates a dispute letter based on hundreds of deletions that they had from clients like you in the past. They'll create this dispute letter for you and send it out to all of the major bureaus to get those deletions for you. Y'all go check that out. Did you know that you can take out the equity in your home to use however you want it? You can take the equity out of your home and use it just like cash. And you can do this in one of two ways. One way to do this is the cash out refinance. Now, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why most people are scared to use their equity right now. We're going to talk about that in a second. But with the cash out refinance, you're able to refinance your mortgage, and whatever equity that you got since you bought it, you're able to use that just like cash. Or the second option is a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. How this would work is, based on the equity in your home, a lender will actually give you a line of credit for that amount. They'll actually give you a line of credit that you can use just like a credit card or cash for whatever you need to do with it. So first, let's talk about equity. What does equity mean? Equity is the difference in the value of your home now than what you paid for it when you first got it. So if you bought a home that was $200,000 5 years ago, and now it's worth $300,000, you now have $100,000 equity in your home. And what you can do with this equity is use it like a cash equivalent. These are not just numbers on the screen or just numbers on the paper. You can actually use this equity for things like home upgrades, paying down credit card debt, paying down debt in general, or using it to invest with, whether that's investing in real estate, the stock market, or a new business. Let me break all of this down for you. If you want to take advantage of the equity of your home, you can either do a cash out refinance or a HELOC. Now, a cash out refinance is an amazing strategy when the circumstances are right, because you get to use that cash. You get to take out that cash. So how it will work is, let's say in the right conditions, you paid $300,000 for a house and now it's worth $450,000. Based on the equity of your home, just to make the numbers make sense, you can now go refinance it, get a new mortgage on that loan. That'll make it $450,000 mortgage that you're paying. And that $150,000 equity that you had, they'll give it to you in cash. And you can go use that how you want. But see, it wouldn't make sense in today's market, because now that new loan or that new mortgage that you have is going to have a significantly higher interest rate. This is the reason why a lot of people don't want to utilize it. And I don't blame them. If you do a cash out refinance, this will mean that you're refinancing the loan that you already have, and now you have a new loan. And if you get a new loan, you're going to get the current interest rates in today's market, which is in the 6s and 7s and 8s, depending on when you listen to this video. Who would want to do that? Who would want to trade the interest rate that they got back in 2020 and 2021 for the interest rates today? You know, back in 2020, 2021, interest rates were 2.5, 3%. I mean, super low. You want to keep that mortgage. You want to keep that loan because of the interest rates and because how low they were. I don't blame you for not wanting to do a cash out refinance. So keep your 2.5%, 3% interest rate. You don't have to worry about missing out on that great interest rate that you got back in 2020 to utilize the equity that you have in your home. I know when you think about it, I got me a 2.5 interest rate. I got me a 3.5 interest rate. I don't want to refinance and miss out on this great interest rate. Here's the thing, you don't have to. There's a such thing as a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. If you do a HELOC, you don't have to worry about losing out on that great interest rate that you got back in 2020. If you get a HELOC, it serves as a second mortgage. You will keep your existing mortgage that you already had, and this HELOC will serve like a credit card. So in that same example, if you got $150,000 equity in your property, they'll give you a line of credit for this $150K. And it'll be a variable interest rate, which means it's fluctuating changes over time. And one of the best things about it, it doesn't charge you interest until you use it. It works just like a credit card. So if you never use it, or if you never need home improvements, or you never need to go pay down any debt or start that new business, you will just have that $150,000 line of credit sitting there whenever you do need it. Now, what can you do with this equity? Right now, you can take advantage in the real estate market. That's right, you can take the equity in your home and use it for down payment and closing costs to buy a new investment property. This is especially good for home buyers that have a property with plenty equity and don't want to use their own cash to start investing into real estate. So if you want to get a fixer-upper, or if you want to get a rental property and get some rent coming in, you can actually use the equity in your home to pay for that. Call me and I'll tell you how you can use that equity in your home as that down payment, as your closing costs, so you can go invest into real estate. You can go invest into a fixer-upper. You can go invest into some rental property. You can go house hack. You can do a lot of things with the equity in your home. I think this probably best for people that bought prior to 2020, because after 2020, the real estate market exploded. I remember back then selling homes. Sometimes we had to offer over the asking price just to compete to buy that property. Now let's just think about that. Because the interest rates were so low back then, you had so many buyers in the market, right? So now that you have a lot of buyers in the market, demand goes up. And what happens when demand goes up? Prices go up. Now sellers can sell for whatever they want to sell for because there's so many buyers in the market competing for one home. All right, I'll put into even more perspective. Let's say interest rates 2.53% again. This house is worth $300,000. Now, this one house, $300,000, has 10 buyers all competing for it. I mean, it's a beautiful property. Everybody wants it. Let's say some buyer that really wants it come in and offers $350,000 for that $300,000 property. Now, once that offer wins and that house sells for $350,000, this becomes the new value for homes like that. So every home in that neighborhood that's similar now can sell for $350,000. And let's say that keeps happening. You get 10K over asking price here, 15K over asking price over there. Now this neighborhood has slowly increased $75,000 in equity in just a few years. This is what real estate does. Values always go up. This is why a property back 100 years ago probably cost $1,500 is now worth $1.5 million, especially in cities like New York. People in that market was paying way over asking price, and now all of the values everywhere around the country has went up. Home prices everywhere has increased. Now let's take that same example. Now this neighborhood is worth $375,000. Let's say you were one of the lucky ones that paid $250,000 for that property back in, let's say, 2017. You paid $250,000. Now it's worth $375,000. You have $125,000 in equity. You can go home shopping with this. You can go pay down your debt with this equity. That's what makes this so juicy. If you know someone that bought a home prior to 2020, you might want to send them this video. You might want to let them know exactly how they can utilize the equity in their home to start investing in the real estate. As a matter of fact, just tell them to call me. Tell them to call me and I'll guide them and show them exactly how to use that money to do whatever it is that they want to do with it. And now that I'm really thinking about it, home value has still been going up even though interest rates are high. So even if you bought in 2020, 2021, there's a good chance that you have a lot of equity in your home, so you can go buy that next home, your dream home, or you can go buy a new investment property with the money that you already spent back then. See, that's the beauty in real estate. This is the number one way to create generational wealth. It's no secret. People have been doing this for years and years and years and years. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait, because over time, the money that you spend today is going to keep growing. The value of that home is going to keep increasing. And the more your home value increase, the more equity your home has and the bigger your pockets get. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of hate people get so mad at gentrification. Now, I get it. It is running people out of neighborhoods. I understand. But why not play the game that they're playing too? Why not playing the same game that they playing? Why not invest into those areas that's going to get gentrified? So when gentrification does happen, home values go up. We can benefit from it too. They don't have to be the only people that's benefiting from gentrification. We can do it as well. We just have to put our money in the right places. And that's what I'm here for. That's why I have this passion for the Money Talk Mondays podcast, to give all of my people the game and the financial literacy they need to get ahead in life. I break down some of the most complex terms with money so anybody can understand it. So if you know anybody that can utilize this, tell them to give me a call. I can help people in all 50 states. Let's buy up the block, y'all. Let's go buy all the real estate we can. If you don't have any idea on how you can start, I'll leave a link to set up a consultation with me, and you just tell me where you are right now and I'll help you come up with a plan. It doesn't matter if it happened this year or next year. We can sit down and write up a 2-year plan on how you can start buying real estate. Even if it's your first home, I have a first-time home buyer's guide. I'll also leave that in the description. And you can download and learn the 10 steps that you can take now to start preparing for the home buying process. I appreciate y'all listening in today. I'm always so grateful for y'all listening to me. Y'all listen to big old D Saul sit up here and talk about real estate every week, and I appreciate you. I'm super, super grateful for you. And on that note, with gratitude, I got a couple of people that left me something that they're grateful for. Let's check them out.
Just wanted to stop by and let you know what I am grateful for. The thing that I am most grateful for is my son. We have endured a lot of challenges over the last coming years, and he has helped me to see my strengths. He's helped me to see where I'm weak at. But most importantly, like, he's helped me to evolve myself. Through the tough challenges that he has faced, it has helped me find my purpose, and now I get an opportunity to help other kids who may be experiencing the same things that he has experienced, or similar situations. So I am definitely, in this chapter, I am definitely grateful for my son. And I think if he wasn't with me, I don't think life would be the same. I don't think life would be as meaningful as it is now. So, yeah, that's what I'm grateful for.
Big old gratitude. I love that. All right, we got one more for y'all, man. Let's run it.
Well, good morning. I guess I wanted to say that I'm grateful for growth. Not only growth, as most people know it, but like growth within my own comprehension. You know, I find that I've always been a person. I know how I feel, and I know what I'm going through. But you know, sometimes you only know what you know about yourself. You have a hard time comprehending the things around you. And I'm grateful for the ability to renew my own mind with other people's to understand the world around me. And I didn't realize how important that was until later on in my life. But I'm grateful for that bit of growth.
Gratitude, man. I love gratitude, man. I appreciate y'all for leaving me a message. And if you want to leave something that you're grateful for, I'm going to leave that in the description. It can be anything, big or small. It can be a long message, or it can be something short and sweet. Click that link in the description. Leave me something that you're grateful for, and I'll air you on the show. I appreciate y'all joining in today. Do me a favor, like this video, share it, and go leave me a review. Anytime you leave me a review, it greatly boosts the algorithm of the show so it can reach more people that need to hear this information. So I appreciate every like, I appreciate every share, I appreciate every comment, I appreciate every review that y'all leave. It helps the show, and I'm grateful for you. Y'all go follow me on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Y'all go check me out. And when you click on that link to look at all of my profiles, you'll see my book, How I Fix My Own Credit in 6 Months. I wrote a book that really broke down the credit building process. If you suffer from a low credit score, then this book is for you. I put in all of the credit secrets right there in that book, and it's only $9.99. Each copy that sold goes to my effort of teaching financial literacy in all the high schools. Yep, every junior and senior is going to learn all of this financial literacy game that I talk about on my podcast, so they don't have to play catch up when they get 30, 40 years old. They're going to get this soon as they get that diploma, and that's my word. So I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate y'all listening to the Money Talk Mondays podcast. Until the next time, I'm sending you peace and love and a whole lot of money. Peace.
Follow me, what?